guys, today I'm going to show you how to change a slave cylinder for a clutch. Obviously you guys know where the slave cylinder is. It's right in the front of your engine by the transmission. So what you're going to want to do, first things first, is you're going to want to bleed your system. You're going to crack this 8mm bleeder, crack it open and let it bleed out. Then we're going to spray some WD-40 on here, maybe some rust buster, and if that doesn't loosen it up, we're going to have to hit it with a torch. Don't be afraid, because brake fluid isn't flammable. It has a boiling point of 284 degrees Fahrenheit, so obviously we're going to get it hotter than that, but it's not going to be explosive. Okay, here's just a little test for those of you that aren't quite sure if brake fluid is flammable. I'm going to take a little bit of brake fluid. We're going to just pour it on the ground here. Alright, you guys see that little spot? We're going to hit it with a torch. So I just got done torching it a little bit, kind of just heated it right here on the inside and on the nut. You got it nice and loose, just like that. Now we're going to crack it real quick. Should crack right off. There we go. Okay, so here's the old one, the old slave cylinder. You're going to want to keep these 12mm bolts out of the bottom, and pretty much the rest is junk. A lot of times you can save these little valves, the release valves, bleeder valves, so that I've seen them crack on the inside, so you might want to just take that out and throw it in your drawer. Equal, I got it off eBay. I've used a couple of these and they work pretty well. They are about $14 or $15 shipped. See what's in the package. They give you the slave cylinder and the rod to push the hydraulic. Now it's not going to come 100% assembly because they got to fit it in the box. So what you're going to do is, basically, this is where your clutch line from the vehicle is going to go in, the one we just took out. What you're going to want to do is, it's going to come in a package like this. It's going to come together like that. And you're going to pull this grommet off, and when you're going to get a piece like this. And what you're going to want to do is, you're going to want to put the rounded side on the outside of this boot. So basically you're just going to go like this. Here's the back end. This part is going to go on there, and then this is going to go just like that, because this rides on the fork of the clutch, so it can hit it and move the clutch in and out. Alright, so what you're going to do is just going to slide this thing down in there, just like that, and there's a little lip right here, and you're going to want to slide that up over the lip, just like that, so it looks like that. And then you're going to take the slave cylinder, and you're going to put it in there, and you're just going to slide the boot over the top like that. Make sure it's on there right. Turn it a couple of times, pull it out, make sure it's really in there. Alright, let's see here. There we go. And that's how it should look when it's done. First, we're going to go ahead and take this hydraulic line, and we're going to screw it into the top here. Let me see if I can get out of your way so you can see. Now it's going to be tight, so you're not going to be able to turn it on the hydraulic line, so I'm just going to turn it like this. And just turn it a couple of times until you get it snug tight. And then see how it's going right on there. Alright, so there it's getting a little snug tight. Now we want to make sure it's facing the right direction, obviously. Alright, let's turn it one more time in the right direction, and there we go. Okay, so obviously this is going to have to go into the fork So we're going to put that in the fork first, and you're going to have to push. Let me see if I can turn this camera so you can get a better visual. Alright. Okay, you're going to have to push it into the fork like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put the two 12mm bolts at the bottom. So now that we've got the hydraulic line right here going to it, and we got it all tightened down, you're going to want to loosen the bleeder valve. Just get it loose, and then we're going to go ahead and fill it up over at the fill part, the reservoir right here. We're just going to pop the cap, and obviously it's bone dry, so we're going to go ahead and fill that to the top. Now once we fill that to the top, we're going to be in the vehicle, and we're going to start pumping it a couple times, and then push the pedal to the floor, and then we're going to shut the bleeder valve, and we're going to pump it a bunch more times. So I filled the clutch reservoir up to the top, and now we're going to go in the vehicle, and while that bleeder valve on the slave cylinder is cracked open, we're going to pump the clutch. We're going to push it in, and then we're going to pull up with it with our foot, and then push it in again, and then pull up with our foot until we hear it squirting on the outside of the vehicle. So we've gone ahead and pumped the clutch about 10 times, and we pretty much shot out almost all of our brake fluid in the reservoir, so we're going to have to refill that back up. You don't want to pump it till it goes below so it starts suctioning more air. But now that we did all that, we're just going to go ahead and tighten this 8mm up, and that's pretty much it. Once we tighten this up, all the air should be out of the system. Get it nice and tight, it'll close it off, and then we can fill it up and just pump it vigorously a couple of times, and that should be done. That shouldn't have any more leakage. It should have a nice firm clutch. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this little how-to change out a clutch slave cylinder. If you like my videos, please subscribe. I do all kinds of different videos between building engines and turbos and changing out brakes, all kinds of stuff. So subscribe.